You guys got to hear this drama. You know the girl that I talked about last week named Laya? Well, there's a new girl named Birdie, and we're not talking about the artsy Birdie. We're talking about this author named Birdie, and she is pretending to be a bunch of different people, and she works with Laya as part of the marketing team, and she's just AI. She just uses AI. But anyway, all this is alleged, and let's talk about it because it is super crazy and wild, and we're about to go on a trip. So let's get into it. And by the way, if you like these videos, guys, join my Patreon and go subscribe, dang it. Because I see y'all watching and I see you not subscribing. It starts on our favorite place, Threads. So I'm going to read the person who was victimized by the other person, the artists, or the artists, an example. This is long, and I'm sorry. I'm finally speaking out about my experience last week. This has caused me to step back, and I've been thinking about how to share this information without upsetting my moods, especially because all of them seem to have developed a close relationship with this person, and some are even using their services, which is their right. This might seem like thought vomit and all over the place, but I promise I have proof should someone request it. I say this as someone who has received commissioned pieces, and then within 24 hours of really looking at it, I consulted other creators such as Vmort and Now and Dead Ghouls and Jennifer. You know, I'm gonna follow all these people. Fuck them. Fuck it. Followed. Feel free to follow me back. Okay. Anyway, and they recently, allegedly, at the time that she was using AI, Laya, who I did a video on last week, and if you're interested in watching that, feel free to go watch that. I also checked in with a close friend from Sirius XM production team and Fox Sports media producer. Upon sharing everything I had with these people, all but one are almost certain that some form of AI was used. From odd source files they voluntarily sent me, to layers being named inserted image, inconsistent anatomy and rendering style, and lighting discrepancies. The first update being a perfect outline, like coloring book, and then a little closer, the FMC was obviously traced from a reference. 6 fingers on one side of the characters on the bed, and the faces looking totally off. The bedding was distorted. When I brought up the source files containing an inserted image layer, they said, well, that's because I used Procreate and transfer it over to Photoshop. Okay. Which I can understand that a normal non-AI use process. However, when I inquired about the background files and the nature files, it was ignored. During my entire time of communicating about said commission, it never once had direct contact with the artist. Everything went through the person I trusted, and I didn't think anything of it. But the further I got into the concerns being addressed, the more I'm not even sure this person really exists. Or if they do, they genuinely do not understand how business works. It would be different if the artist was kept anon completely, but he even has his own Threads page and his business partners tag him quite often, but that's besides the point. When I initially brought up my concerns, the middle person, the person I called a friend, seemed to genuinely understand my concerns and was willing to refund me after they got something situated with their bills, which I at first wasn't putting one-to-one together. But if I'm commissioning your partner, why are you sending me personal Venmos? And why do you have to figure out the bills and he doesn't? That would make it seem like I am paying you and only you. This person didn't want to jeopardize our friendship over something like this and was taking my concerns seriously despite suggesting that the artist was not using AI. I was close enough with this person and I invited her to stay with me. I know her legal name, phone number, and address, of which I would and will never share because I am not shitty. I'm just giving you an idea of how close this person and I got between January and last week. Well, the day after stating she would give me a full refund, I got another message from her stating that she talked to her partner and they were not going to refund it. That they take AI claims seriously, and unless I could provide proof, I was on the hook for the remaining amount. I had stated that I would not be paying the remaining balance, as I was sure that it was AI. But unfortunately, at one time in my life, 2024, I had also used AI, so I know some of the tells. They were determined not to refund. Okay, hold on a second. I want to put this out there, okay? As time has progressed, a lot of people are forced to use AI, either at their work or because of their home situation, whatever. I am not saying that, like, I am firmly anti-AI, okay? But I can have a nuance, and I don't want to hear no but nimbus, because people are forced, whether even if their job is art, forced to use AI in their process or AI at work, right? So some people experiment it because they don't know anything about it. Their job tries to enforce it and then takes it out. Whatever it is, just because somebody has used AI in the past, it doesn't matter if they used AI in the past or in the present. The point is are they showing signs of deception by using AI, right? Nobody is here saying, you know what, like, yeah, I used to post AI in my captions in 2024, but then I got bored of it and started doing my own. Okay, so we're not going to still accuse them if their captions sound like a normal person and not AI. Okay, we're not going to still be like, oh, well, in 2024, they said they were doing that. Okay, but if there's no proof going forward, but they continue to use it, like if someone used it in their art, you know, like 2 years ago, right? And it's clear that they've stepped away from it and you can't see the AI isms or whatever it is, and they don't use it for commissioned work, what are we doing? Why are, like, I'm just going to put that out there. They were determined to not refund me. They requested more proof, of which I told them I had consulted with artists and creators mentioned above. I went through their portfolio to share proof of their additional AI pieces I believe have been generated, confirmed by reputable artists as well, from logos to book covers, graphics, and profile avatars. The smudging and melting of flowers, the overall metallic look of AI, the over metallic logo look AI shits out. This was not good enough for them. Of course it wouldn't be, because people who are scamming with AI, they will do anything they possibly can to keep it up, to keep the kayfabe that they're a real artist when they're not. The screen recording of an overlay of one female from one reference photo I shared, and it lined up perfectly, and maybe one difference due to the possible attempt to making it their work. For almost 5 days, we went back and forth. I consulted a lawyer friend about if I was doing what I could, and they said, since I sent the OG payment via never listen, okay? I'm gonna give you some information. Take it with you. It doesn't matter how many times you commissioned a person. They are, even if they're your friend, they're there for fucking business, okay? Business. This person can't be your friend for literally 6 months. If this person is in your life for 10 fucking years, 7 years, 6 years, fine. If you know them for like a year or whatever, and you're still taking commissions from them, no. They have to be in your life for a significant period of time before you can call them friends and family. Why? Because you can't get that money fucking back. Okay? I know that we all want to help out the artists. That, you know, I have paid people, friends and family, to help them out, and you know what happens? Sometimes I don't get the piece, and sometimes they lie to me and say that it's finished when it's not, and most of the time I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, and what was it? I commissioned a guy 6 different times because I really liked his art. Oh God. And what happened on the 7th piece? I sent them $45, and they kept saying that they would get to it, and they never got to it. So I was like, you know what? You know, I really loved working with you, and I feel like I can never pay you again because you didn't deliver what I asked for, and I just feel like we can't work together anymore. So feel free to keep the money, but we can't work together anymore. And that's unfortunate for you because, you know, I really liked coming to you. And he didn't really respond, but that's on him. Anyway, never do friends and family unless they fucking are. Friends and family means friends and family. If they are not your fucking friend, listen, if you don't know a person for like a whole fucking year or 2 years, they ain't your friend. There's someone in your life for a little bit, and I know there's going to be disagreements, but people come in and out of your life all the time, okay? Like, learn from my mistakes. Unless you know at least somebody for 2 years, they ain't your friend. There's someone it's pre-friend, okay? I don't know, there's not a fucking term for it, but pre-friend. But if you know me, you know that I'm stubborn as fuck, And I need to have the last word. I'm working at it, I promise. Because I knew the middle person's legit legal information from sending them Amazon gifts. Oh, don't send them nothing. I knew since the payment went to her account, I could file a small claims dispute and have the local police office serve her documents. And let me be clear, this was only the worst case scenario. I, in my heart of hearts, despite everything, did not want to hold her liable for his business. But as a mom, myself, and knowing how shitty this economy is, I wanted to resolve this without having to do that because it wouldn't only affect her online persona, it would carry over into real life financial reports. And I love this person like a bestie. Despite being screwed over, I didn't want to do her the same way. However, I never had direct contact with him. All the communications came from her, copy and pasted from said person. I had given them until July 8th of 2026 at 11, whatever, midnight to refund me before I started the small claims process. July 3rd, in late evening, I received an email stating that while they are holding their stance, they didn't see any respectful way of handling this, so they're just going to refund me, but it wasn't an admission of anything. I did receive the fund within minutes, heck, maybe even seconds of the email. I emailed them that of whatever time that was since I received the refund, that I would consider our case closed and that I would destroy all forms of media I received from them and ask those I consulted with to do the same. The only file I have of it now is in my records of documentation should anything come of this for any reason. So long story short, I was refunded, but they didn't admit to using AI despite me pointing out multiple examples throughout not only my piece, but others. I also wanted to add that when I shared screenshots of the conversation that I had with somebody in January, including screen clips of this artist's portfolio at the time, Nalo confirmed that at least 2 of 5 pieces were stolen pieces. When I started doing an investigation of my own, I noticed that these pieces were no longer on their portfolio. And I brought it up and they said, oh, that's just from when he was starting and collaborated. But at that point, I really didn't believe anything that they said. I considered not sharing any of this because it was resolved. But as a mom who is having a financial issues, a high-risk pregnancy, as well as some mental health issues going on, I cannot bear to see someone go through the same thing with these people. It wouldn't sit right with me. I feel like my vulnerability was taken advantage of. I feel like this person gained my trust to swindle me out of money for herself and this business partner if he is real. He's not real. It's always some bitch. You know what I mean? Like, it's always some fucking bitch doing this. Like, I'm gonna say it again. Every fucking time. The difference between the sexes is so fucking prominent. Every time, in my experience, it is someone using AI by deception. It is always a fucking woman. This is like lies by omission, lies from deception. Like, they don't have to do this. They choose to do this. This is a choice. She's using her husband, her business partner, this man, as the go-between so that if anything does come from this, she can step back. I'm certain that this person probably drew at some point, and then right when she got good enough, she's like, I'm gonna do book art, but I need AI to help me, so I'm just going to lie about it. They'll never figure me out. You know what I mean? It's like that shit. Anyway, but for the general public, I need you to be cautious with Apex Verse, Birdie James, and Mark Sterling. I cannot speak on Birdie's services she provides, as I never receive those. They could be legit. However, $50, the most recent price I was quoted to edit your entire book. Oh, that's AI. Plus, content pulls, proofreading seems a bit of a lowball for not having any schooling or experience beyond people trusting her. Again, I cannot. She's fucking lying. She's okay. Fuck off, dude. She's just running it through AI and being like, "Can you fix this?" I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, all right, I'm gonna go on a tangent. If you decide that you're gonna use AI to fuck with your writing, it is gonna be like, okay, real talk. It's gonna be so much fucking work to make sure that it just doesn't rewrite all of your fucking shit so it sounds like fucking AI. It's gonna be super. That's why, like, I have actually fucking looked, and every time I see someone saying that they can edit with AI, it's almost like you can't do it. Like, yes, it will fix your grammar. Sure, it can fix your grammar for you. But if you are going to have it try to do a copy edit or a line edit or a line pass, there is a high percentage rate that it will fucking change your shit, rewrite your shit, and the meanings behind it. Fucking changing your shit. And I don't want to hear it. We'll just type in, keep my style, get a good prompt. You know what? I've looked online. To see if people are doing that. When I tell you guys, when I talk about AI and my usage about AI for videos and stuff, like this is the type of stuff that I check out. I do research on what AI can do, what it can't do, what people says it can do, actually if it can fucking do it. Like people saying you can just edit your book with AI, they're saying that it can fix your grammar. Okay, that's what they're saying. Because if you take your fucking grass-fed book and put it in through AI, 100%, even if you change the prompt and even if it has a good prompt, it will likely still fuck it up and change your shit. So do it at your own peril. At your own peril. Anyway, her business partner, Mark, I do not trust at all. Between the communication style, the art, the proof, the lack of existence beyond a few months ago, I am not even sure he actually exists. And the other two people's opinions suspicious to me, and I want authors to be wary. I know that the Apex Verse accounts have disappeared, and I appear to be blocked by Birdie now, but from another person who looked into things before I posted it, she is still advertising his art services. And this is confirmed when said person inquired. So he is still in the business of scamming people. I'm not saying that he doesn't draw, but the experience level that he claims to the pieces provided and everything else. Guys, you need to be cautious. And it says here, but I was scammed by someone who presented themselves and their business partner as anti-AI throughout their entire business, and I cannot speak on her other services, but her artist is heavily expected of being AI. All right, so this is Mark. All right, this is fucking Mark. This AI ass nano banana bullshit, fucking bullshit ass traced whatever the fuck this is. Obviously, if it's not traced, let's see. You can even see that there's already some AI bullshit in the background. I mean, you're telling me that this fucking hair isn't melting into itself and these rings look like they make sense, and this isn't some AI, like this is AI text right here. Nobody should be fooled by this. Nobody. I would hope not, for real. And now we obviously gotta go look at Mark. No AI. Bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. Here, let's look. Their website. Let's look at their site first. So, okay. This is not proof, and I know people will make websites with AI, okay? That's on them. I don't really give a fuck about that. That is what it is, okay? It is just an example of another thing. I've seen, like, Claude websites, and this is a very... it's giving Claude. It's giving Claude. I wonder if I could, like, look at the source. Okay, it's been too long since I looked at actual HTML, so I am not able to do that. So let's look at the portfolio. This is traced shit. Probably put it in AI and then traced it. Same with this. Probably understands how to render hair, but to me, this is still traced work. Same with this. Because why is this like hanging above the skin? This is the laziest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is more AI traced over bullshit. These logos, I've seen, you guys all fucking seen this type of shit where this is a person from another country doing this. Probably India. Probably. This is so weird. Like, these are just nano banana, I think. I'm pretty sure. But let's look at this. All right, let's look at it. Deep dive. Oh, what is happening? All right, so let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this was traced. This part here is AI. Oh, this is AI traced. I believe that the chair, it's yikes o'clock, but they did basically just copy the chair and then add some black lines on it. It's always these fucking dark lines. Y'all gotta stop this shit. Y'all gotta stop this shit. She probably rendered this. It's a little bit weird to me though. This part. And then she has her arm here, but her boob is like this in the arm. It's like almost like she's fat a bit. Let's see. No. And what's going on with these ears, bro? What is these hands? Jesus. Okay. Let's see. Why do all these hands have fucking manicures? So I can see where they did some of the painting themselves. It's just low quality painting. Very low quality. They probably use Clip Studio Paint. What's this stuff? Just weapons. Let's see. That seems like a weird way to have like a shotgun. There's some masks. Let's see. Where's the top? Oh, this is some AI zipper shit. Forgot to put a zipper on. Probably copied and pasted this, honestly, and painted over a portion. Because you can see strokes here and strokes here and like a little bit here. Let's see. Choose a weapon. Let's see. What does these keys look like? No, that's AI keys, bro. AI keys. So this is what this is. In my opinion, this piece is a hybrid piece. So he drew in most of, well, he traced in most of it, and then he did his fucking VTuber rigging process. How about up here? Oh god. Do any of the ears look the same? No, actually. They're rendered all different. Anyway, what I'm saying here is this image is a hybrid image. So the background existed before the foreground, and then the foreground was added in later because it's probably rendered over. That's what I think. Because over here, you can barely tell what the keys here say. It's literally gibberish. And then there's this guy who is literally soulless, ain't looking at nobody. I don't even know who this dude's looking at. Who is this dude looking at? Is he looking at him? I guess these guys are supposed to be kind of looking at each other. Why are their eyes so small compared to everyone else's? I don't know. But yeah, I think they were pasted into the environment and then colored in the way that the dude colors. Because this background, it seems like this was added in after this puddle here, this chain, that little thing here was all added in later. This back here in the back too. Okay, so this one's a little bit more racy, but the lighting is just so weird. Like, this is what I mean. This dude was totally pasted in after the fact. Look, these are the lines, these are the feet. Like, can I zoom in anymore? And then he has a shadow where there's like a spotlight on them where you can see back here. And then there's whatever shadows between the feet like this. Nothing under her feet here or going back here. It's just, oh god. Okay. Let's see. Dude, shouldn't she be more surprised being choked by him? Oh shit. Okay, and here's their services. What's a web service? Hold on, what? $500 for drawing 3 character scenes, 7 promotional graphics, 1 book up mock, 2 chapter header variation. Oh, no. It's a lie. What is this? You can do all these services through them? Shit. Oh, let's see. Street team. What does that even mean? Street team management. For $2,500, you get all this bullshit. 1 to 2 newsletters sent monthly? For how long? 6 months? I don't know. So there's this person, Birdie, who is also Mark. I wouldn't do it, guys. There's too much AI weaved into this. So we have to talk about him because, well, it's Birdie, but we're going to talk about him because it's giving Eris and Bob. Have you guys ever heard of that trope where it's like Eris and Bob, where it's like person with a different weird name and then it has person with a fucking regular name? It's literally that trope. Literally. So let's go into it a little bit, and it goes, oh my god, this fucking, He goes, before you decide who to believe, ask yourself one question. Oh, he's got 19 messages too? My fucking dude. Let's look at his shit first. We're gonna take our time. Can I even pause this? No. So we're gonna take it slow. We're gonna go back. What is this 88 fucking going around showing shit? Hold on. I'm gonna download this. This is silly. Alright, I'm gonna turn off my little game capture and we're gonna look. Alright. So this is the picture where they got this guy over here who is, I'm sorry, that head ain't it. That head ain't it. That ain't it. Well, that whole thing ain't it, but anyway. So she's looking at him. He's looking at him. He's looking at nobody. Got it. All right. So from the layers, let's see now. It says here he's got like 36 layers pass through using that. The whole bed isn't on the same layer. Parts of the bed are on different layers. Or is that? Hold on. That's the bed. That's parts of the bed. There's this down here, which is also looks like it's part of the bed. Oh, fuck it. Let's look. Just watch. Okay. Shows us this. Okay. So let's see. I just don't know. This is very weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, this is like doing the hard lines is just not it for me anymore. I'm sorry. It gives the uncanny valley shit very strongly. I could see, like, oh, I see what she's talking about. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it has a little bump there like it's 6. See what I mean? Right there. This is a texture she found. Let's see. She is not really holding the blanket because the fold comes under her finger instead of goes like this. Let's see what else. I don't know. So now it's just showing more of the room, but I'm not seeing anything that says to me that this is not traced. Like, you see how he shows the eyes? What is he, a fucking rigger? Is he a rigger? There's no reason to do all that. There's no reason to do all that. I'm sorry. Ain't no reason to do all that shit. Why? I don't think she has anything else she can really show us. I just don't think this is it. Like, what is he supposed to be showing us? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to speed this up a bit. So he shows us the patchwork, brush, a floor. Okay. Jesus. Okay. We know you got a lot of fucking layers. But like, hold on. Did you guys see that? Hold on. Why? Why would you not... You see what I mean? Like, this is weird to me. Why would you choose to do that? Like, where's the lines? So you literally drew the characters after, and then just erase the lines, and then just, okay. Wow, that he says he's like anti-AI, but puts it back, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that didn't prove a damn thing. That didn't prove a damn thing to me. I'm just gonna put it out there. That, okay, you can render. Good job, you did it. Like, do you want me to clap for you? Brother. Let's see his response. After reading 20 posts, the one that stood out despite the length of the thread, not a single slide contains technical proof that our artwork was AI generated. No AI generation history, no demonstration of AI generated, no forensic analysis of the PSD. Instead, the mostly conclusions rely on statements like, I believe, I think. I mean, okay, so, okay, jackass. If you are going to do I statements, saying I think, I believe is fine. It's not saying I feel, which is a little bit softer, but saying I think, it would be in your brain. That's not the dig you think it is. This looks AI. Several artists agree. Everyone has the right to their opinion, but not all opinions are evidence. I mean, that's why they get expert. That is why they call upon experts in their field. And she called upon experts that know this shit, that can tell, that know the way that people lie to do this type of stuff and make money. We're not stupid. You are for doing this and trying to think that you can get away with it, man. Stupid. Throughout our private conversation, We repeatedly asked one simple question: which part of the PSD file proves it's AI? Not which part looks strange, not which which artist thinks so. You're being pedantic at that point. Like, if you do you really want me to go through the whole fucking shitty ass shit and tell you? The question was never answered because someone publicly accused an artist of fraud, and the accusation should be supported by more than suspicion. No. I've said before that there is a pattern of behavior, and if you see that pattern of behavior, you're more likely to find an AI behind it. And Mark shows this text. It says, I do not understand. There is a possibility that this is not an AI piece. But as someone who has once used AI, it's hard to miss errors. Instead of avoiding questions, we answered them, explained our workflow. Okay. Question. Was created by a manual process. Okay, then show the fucking speed paint, my brother. Show the speed paint. The speed paint. Separate sketching, line art, rendering, shading, lighting. Each stage exists inside the PSD. AI generators don't magically create believable. Yes, they fucking do, actually. I did a video on it. Yes, they can. They can literally take it, put it into Comfy UI, and it will generate you a PSD file where it separates everything onto separate layers. Yes, it does. Yes, it can. And it says that he spent 20 hours. That doesn't mean a damn thing. That just means he took a long time to fucking trace. All right? That just means it took a long time to trace. Okay? This person clearly did some coloring, but AI is still used in the process. You have to be transparent. You have to be transparent. I'm sorry. Okay, like, let's do a little hypothetical. Let's go to Pinterest right now. All right, let's see. Let me find something that looks cool. All right, let's see. All right, this one. If I take this picture and I paint over it using literally stupid ass method of painting, and I recreate this one for one and trace over it and sell it, brother, like, what you should do is, if you really like a reference like this, like, what is it about it that you like? I like her curly hair, right? This character looks like one of my characters, but Clementine doesn't have a long nose like this. She could look like this. This would be a very cute picture of her, but she also has bangs, and Clementine doesn't have bangs. So I would have to find a way to make some differences. I would change it a little bit. Definitely this background wouldn't be in there. You know what I mean? But if you go and you find an AI version, as I'm sure there are plenty of AI versions here somewhere. Okay, so here's some examples of people, like the human looking AI images, right? So we're just going to pick this one. And then they would literally just color pick off the canvas, stroke by stroke, until it's finished. And why do they do that? Because they need to actually prove that the work is work. It doesn't matter how it's done. They have to prove the work is work. Anyway, at one point she mentioned that the layer had a name inserted image. This was presented as suspicious. It isn't. I mean, okay, so as someone who used Procreate, it is not considered, I would not consider it suspicious if the image is left in. I maybe would consider it suspicious if the image inserted is left out, because what you're trying to hide, literally. As someone who totally uses all of the functions of Procreate, I think that having an inserted image doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but having it be there but not have the image is another thing. You know what I mean? There's a million and one reasons why people would use the hidden layer tool, the hidden layer function in Procreate, and I don't believe all of those are nefarious, as I have used it too. So, and you can hide layers in every single program, so it is what it is. An image not being there is different. Procreate automatically labels imported images as inserted image. This is a normal workflow behavior, not evidence of AI. Suspicious. So thing is, this is about a pattern. The pattern says that use AI for his websites, writes with AI, edits a whole book for $50, probably using AI. Like, there's too much AI hovering for me to believe you. I often split them into separate files and later import them into the main composition, Procreate, label. Oh, sorry. Another claim was that our first update looked too perfect. Professional artists create clean line art every day. A clean outline is not evidence of AI. That is true, but what is evidence of AI is that there's no sketch phase. Even professionals have a sketch phase, unless you're a fucking amazing, like, splash artist. All artists have a sketch phase where you can actually see them trying to fix things that are going wrong in the drawing. Judging our artwork based on how neat the sketch appears isn't a reliable method. Yeah, but you're not perfect. You're not literally like Kim Jong-gi or a splash artist. You're a fucking random dude on Instagram, okay? He says he should have done it for you tomorrow. Do you see any changes? I don't believe so. I was never provided any rough sketches, construction sketches, thumbnails. See? Right there. Like, there should be, like, y'all don't know how to do fucking shit. Like, you don't offer these parts of the work in progress because you can't. Because you have to trace. Another point was raised that character had 6 fingers. Our PSD showed 6 fingers. We acknowledge that mistake. It doesn't. Every finger can be examined directly in the layer source files. Oh, shit. I was running some errands. So is Mark good at starting coloring and rendering the scene? Brother. Oh, and we're going to talk about this shit. Okay. This shouldn't be a thing. Like, if you're, like, if I can't even, oh my god, I wanted to show you guys some art that I got done from somebody. You know what? Here, this is what I'll do. I'll show you something from my artist, okay? From my artist. Listen, girls, listen, don't get excited. I know I got some hot men right here, okay? So what I told her was that this is the vibe I was looking for, okay? This is the face that I was going for. This was the hair, but brown. And then I gave some ideas for the outfit, the star. I made this little thing here. So this is roughly what the main character of one of my books looks like. And, you know, when she came back, the art that she came back with was exactly what I was looking for. And it was very reminiscent of these faces. And I'm very weird about faces. So to see that we're like, hey, can you fucking do this face? And it's literally like the eyes are moved and the lips is just a little bit off. That is literally like, okay, well, I'm just going to take this face and then I'm just going to put it and then I'm just going to paint over it. And here's a thing where she's like, can we switch around the guy's hair around? Longer hair on standing, shorter on the one on the side. And I was thinking we could do just one with the pants instead of the nude one. I'm still going to pay the $464 remaining. Oh my god, paying for AI. I'm sorry. And it says here, this is the very video she submitted as proof that the artwork was traced. Yet it clearly showed noticeable difference in proportions, dimensions, and even hair. That doesn't fucking matter to me. That literally, you think this is proof that you didn't fucking trace? You think this is proof that you didn't trace it? You literally traced over her face, bro. And then you literally had AI do it, and it just happens to line up because you're like, use this girl's face. Another statement repeated through the thread is, we respect other artists, but professional opinions aren't opinions. They are not technical proof. Oh my fucking god. This dude. If someone believes our PSD contains AI-generated content, we welcome them to identify which specific layers support that conclusion. And then she shows this here, where Taylor is talking about this person. I have a friend whose partner does character art, but I'm seeing people, quote, is saying that it's AI. I almost pulled the trigger on an $800 character order. I ran my hands through an AI image and it said negative because it is. And then I did one of their images on their website. It came back as 97%. And now I'm trying to figure out how to be like, I changed my mind because I'm not sure. And I can't just give up that much money. And I don't want to accuse them either. She also shared our original project file with other artists without our permission, even though those files are Apex versus intellectual property. This isn't about verification. We would have gladly allowed it. What do you mean? Dude, shut the fuck up, dude. You literally said, if anyone wants to look at our layers, you're more than welcome. Okay, well then, fuck off. So you don't want, it's either you want it out there or you don't want it out there because it's suspect. I'm sorry. The refund was also interpreted by some people as admission of guilt, and it wasn't. It is. It is. I don't even need to read that other part. That's fucking stupid. Our refund email clearly stated that we continue to stand by our artwork. This bitch. All these exclamation points. After carefully considering everything that's been discussed, Birdie and I have made a decision. Although we continue to stand firm by our decision that our commissioned artwork was created manually without the use of AI, and although we don't agree that the evidence presented demonstrates otherwise, we have decided to issue you a full refund as a gesture of goodwill in hope of bringing this matter to a close professionally. It's not an admission of guilt. This experience has been deeply disappointing on a personal level. I invested well over 20 hours into your commission, created both safe for work and not safe for work versions, supplied editable source files, explained my workflow, and spent many additional hours responding to every concern you raised. Regardless of the outcome, that time and effort and energy cannot be recovered. Well, that's what you get for using AI, bruh. What disappointed us the most was to disagree with myself. Clients have a right to ask. What disappointed was what happened after the refund. After the matter had been solved, our business was publicly accused of fraud, AI use, and dishonesty. People were warned away from our services. Questions were raised about Mark even exists. I mean, where is he? Where is he? Where a voice note from the both of you? Like, I can't believe you exist. Let's see. The finished artwork has 6 fingers on the guy in the bed. I will accept no refund if that's what he wants, but I will not be paying the remaining amount. Oh my god, this is a big. This is when I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know, I mean, I said it already a bunch of times, but this issue is much bigger than the Apex verse. If the standard becomes several people think it looks like AI, then every digital artist is vulnerable. Anyone can be publicly labeled as AI based on assumptions alone, and that is dangerous for every honest artist, not just us. Shut the fuck up. You literally don't care. Get the fuck out of here. You're just mad because you got caught. Why are you mad, bro? Why are you mad? Because you got caught? Because you got caught. And most importantly, for complete transparency, we're taking the final step. If experienced digital artists would like to review our layer files themselves, we are open to arranging an independent examination. We're not asking for blind trust, we're inviting scrutiny. I'd also like to point out that our Apex verse didn't disappear. Our account was suspended out of nowhere. Isn't that suspicious? We understand why the community is cautious. So are we as... Oh god, shut the fuck up. You are lying. Can you explain why this one looks fresh out of ChatGPT? Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. Well, what the fuck are those? Hold on, let's look at that. Missing the middle finger? It's missing the middle finger? What is this? And yet, still no time-lapse to prove yourself. Not every artist records time-lapse. Shut the fuck up, you should. But Procreate does. Procreate records everything if you let it. It's on. It starts on. You have to actually go and turn it off. I've never ever turned it off ever. Oh look, he's like, this is the real reason. Shut the fuck up, bro. Just transfer your shit out and delete shit. This is not an excuse. My iPad ain't even like this. What do you mean? Delete some of them applications, bruh. And his answer is, I don't think you understand how artists actually work. I don't work on one project. I'm usually juggling multiple commissions and storage matters. Yes, Procreate has a built-in time-lapse feature. Dude, I have about 30 images. I have over 100 images on my Procreate that I have not touched or I am in the middle of drawing all the time. You can't transfer those out. I don't fucking believe you. You're speaking like an idiot. Also, on Birdie's page, the girl, this is literally like, this is all AI shit. I'm sorry. It's just more connected to AI. So I have a suspicion. Okay, listen, just hear me out on my suspicions. Okay, for one, this is an AI profile picture. So let's scroll down. So she says that she's getting these stickers. My laptop is for Hopeless Archive stickers and Hopeless stickers only. Being a VP of marketing, I gotta make sure to rep my company as well as you feel. Get sticky in the comments. So I go here and I'm like, these are AI fucking stickers. And when I like come over here, they're all like AI generated backgrounds. And I'm like, for it being a market, she says that she markets for this no-name fucking company. This is 100% an AI image. 100%. 100%. I don't know about this, but oh, taken by Birdie Author. So it's just very, she's only been around for like, this account has only existed since March. And and Birdie is like their marketing team. Okay. I believe that is also Birdie marketing herself, saying that it's her marketing team job or whatever. And she's just selling stickers and she's like acting like she is not behind the account. I believe she's 100% behind that account. I also believe that she is Mark. I also did want to point out this person here, Toxic Love Publishing, was talking shit and defending this asshole. What the author did to Mark and Birdie is awful. Adding a little to this, since Mark is our amazing artist. I'm sorry that you got scammed, Toxic Love, and you're in denial. Cope more. We receive sketches for approval and updates every step of the way. We spent a lot of time going over things together to get it right. That author allegedly reported their business IG account and got suspended. One of the accusations is Mark doesn't exist, and it was Birdie faking and using AI. Mark was our artist before the business was formed. That doesn't mean that Mark was real. That doesn't mean anything. That literally means fucking nothing, girl. Oh, girl, that's yours? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm sorry for you. You know what? I ain't sorry for you. You went and you purchased it, and you're staying in that shit. Have your AI shit. Have that AI book, girl. Have it. Oh, shit, look at this. Even the no AI claim is also flimsy at best outside of the artist's profile pic. They've used it for promo before. Calling AI a tool is an AI bro dog whistle. No AI means none whatsoever. Look at this. Your book deserves real creativity. See below. Used AI on this one and then drew on this one. Bro, you just traced it. Our first giveaway is done. What a ride. Cringe, bro. Let's see. I have one thing to say to Mark Sterling that nobody seems to be bringing into the comments. You made the work in Procreate, as stated by you. Then show the time-lapse of the artwork you created. Procreate has a time-lapse feature. And if the work was indeed created with all legit steps, the time-lapse should reveal everything. Even the rough sketch that everyone keeps asking for, it will show that, right? So go ahead and release the time-lapse. Oh, they deleted their post already. Damn. Oh, this guy. Oh, look. Where's the speed paint, Mark? Oh my god, look at this guy. The sketches I send clients aren't my first scribbles. They're cleaned up enough that the client can clearly understand the composition. Brother, shut the fuck up. That's not even close. That is some traced ass dog shit. What do you mean cleaned up enough? You traced over that. I know you can't see it, guys, but it's traced. So, Book Scammer's Referral is really going back and forth with this. And then Mark is giving a bullshit o'clock reasons. So, Bookish goes, boo-hoo, Mark. Lost all your files? Also dodged the profile picture subject again. That's not how my workflow works. My initial construction lines are part of the sketching process. As I refine... Shut up! Oh my god, you're such a liar. Oh my god, you're such a liar. They do exist as separate finished files, unless I intentionally save them at that stage. You're a freaking idiot. The sketch I sent to Taylor was approved. Sketch she reviewed and approved before I continue with the artwork. Then you have the real-life sketches. You're the artist. Show us you're real. It's really not that hard. And then he shows these fucking images. These fucking images that are literally like, gotta be like 10 years old. Drawing literally just random shit that's literally a copy-paste from other stuff. And I don't think this is copied, but it says Haunted Mansion, and then it's just like a picture of that. This is this is the audacity of this person. Literally, like, I would never show this as an explanation of me being able to draw. I would never. Look at this. Bookish, can we please be serious? Mark, please give us something. You asked for in real life sketches, and now you switched back to the digital rough sketch. What are you asking for now? Be specific so I can answer your questions. You asked for in real life sketches. And it's like, Mark, can we be serious now? Now, those are neither your style nor do they look like anything else than referencing an anime picture, unless maybe that mansion. Now, Mark, can we have the actual sketches? I'm sure you didn't get to a full human body anatomy your first try, did you? And he goes, I told you, they're old sketches from when I switched to digital art. He's not even listening. Mark, you can't have gone from anime straight to realism. No matter what, there has to have been an in-between. You have to have sketches because you can't say you only draw fully finished pieces. That's just not true. Let's stop being silly on purpose and focus, please. I only shared anime sketches with you. Did you completely ignore the background stuff? Fucking Birdie. Okay, listen, I'm gonna just call it as it is. Mark doesn't exist. Birdie. You can't just draw Jujutsu Kaisen images from 4 years ago and then show us as examples that you can fucking draw. Like what you draw now. That's not how that fucking works. Okay, guys, I am an expert. I'm going to pick up some images from 10 years ago and show you guys proof that I can draw. And where is it written that an artist can't transition from anime to realism? Artists evolve in many oh my god, he's such a lie. Oh my god, Birdie, you're a liar. You're a liar, Birdie. You're spending all these times on these accounts so you can make money. It's really cringy. I swear, the name of this video should be called The Most Cringe AI Tracer because this is actually fucking embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for Birdie to be LARPing. That she has a no, she's not even LARPing. This is kayfabe, deep kayfabe, that Mark is real and that sticker place she works at is also fucking real. Okay, none of these are real, guys. This is some dead internet shit. Mark is not real. He's only as real as his profile picture. And hopeless stickers is only as real as those damn stickers. The only person connecting these accounts is Birdie. Okay? That's it. I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed for you, Birdie. Anyway, you asked me for in real life sketches and I shared my old traditional work. Now you're saying that you actually want the rough digital sketches instead. Those are completely different things. Bro, give us the Procreate time lapse. And it says, at this point, the question keeps changing every time I answer. Instead of asking me to chase a new requirement in every reply, I'd rather you just respond in statements I've already made. The question keeps changing. No, you're just acting as if you don't understand basic requirements. If you ask me, Ayo, can you show me sketches? I'm not gonna pop this shit from 2014. I can't with this shit. It's so damn you guys trolling these scammers so good. Oh god, Mark, please respond. Tell me there's a response to this. Sorry, it's so stupid. Have some common sense, Mark. This is just stupid, and I truly think you're not understanding on purpose. The only one that's becoming stupid is watching the question. Oh my god. Being pedantic. You publicly concluded that my work is AI generated, so stop avoiding the actual evidence. What evidence? You literally didn't give any evidence of anything. You're just like fucking not real, Mark. Dude, please, for the love of God, literacy and logic and common sense. Mark, read this carefully. We need to see our sketches, like actual sketches, proving that you can draw in such a style. If you don't have any, which you can take 20 minutes and whip out a random pen and paper on your desk and show us. Does that sound clear enough for you, or do I need to word it like ChatGPT prompt? Otherwise, what you can do is share the time lapse. Oh my fucking god, bro. Like, Birdie, you cannot pretend to be a man. I'm so sorry, girl. You're pretending to be this is man. This is not working out for you. Like, the best thing you can do is just probably delete all your pages. Maybe not the main account, and then be like, I'm stepping away from this. That's what you can do, because that hopeless thing and that other thing, that's AI shit. I'm sorry. Not my fault. That you chose this for yourself. Now, I don't know. Well, now listen, if you guys enjoyed that, please subscribe and go to my Patreon. Anyway, I put up my artwork and all my writing and stuff. Do it. Anyway, all right. So while we're back on this, I really quickly want to talk about some of this right here. We got to talk about the prices for this. So to create I like Ingram BNN creation management, $25. Copyright creation management, $100 per book. Book formatting is $50. I'm not paying no damn I will literally go on YouTube and learn first. Proofread content polls, $50. Newsletters, no. Author email management is $15 for creation from admin. So, okay. Book cover art starting at street team management. So apparently what a street team is where people go out and try to do shit for your books in person. All right. So how are you supposed to get this? Okay. I also wanted to talk about this too. It says here, artwork, character artwork, scenes, chapter headers, and illustration. Standard orders are 2 to 3 business days, which is fucking crazy. Like, even if you're fast, like, that's like for a full piece, like doing all that, I would say maybe the character arc, but full scenes, I don't know, man. That sounds sus. And then what does large orders even mean? What does that mean? More than 5? More than, like, what does that even mean? And then they're like, other services, social media, arc, and more. But this person doesn't even seem to like have a presence. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, it sounds crazy to me. You know, does it sound crazy? I bet like, these are ChatGPT. You know that, right? You gotta know. And this is probably a Claude website. And that's whatever. I don't know why you would even put this on your website, bro. Promo graphics? Yeah, I don't know. No. These are literally fucking AI. All of those are AI. No. I am sorry for Shane Martin. So now there are some other people who have come forward and they want to talk about their experience with Apex. Now the issue with Apex is that even though they got, like, there's a little bit something suspicious. This is something that was found online, followed by this, the Apex verse, the AI multiverse, superheroes, comedy, and cinematic chaos, turning prompt into reality with Kling AI. I don't know. It feels like another thing Birdie's probably holding on to. Guy is also, well, Birdie is saying that she's also anti-AI, which it is very hard for me to believe when so much of the work is AI. The website is likely AI. There's a lot of connections back to the pattern of AI. And then, like, the way that you explain your art process is very suspicious. Stickers are AI. Literally, the image is generated. Like, everything on that page is generated for the Hopeless page. Like, you really like AI. I'm sorry. So I did want to say that Taylor left me a note. And the note that she left me was for me to look over the novel. Now, you guys know how I am. Like, you know, she doesn't want her novel, like, put out there for free, obviously. So I'm not going to read it here. But I did want to just point out that when I looked over the scene of what was being commissioned, there was enough context from what I read that the artist should have 100% understood what to do. And it seems like they just couldn't figure it out. So that's on them. And I'm sorry I'm not going to show their novel here because I just feel it would be a little bit disrespectful. But just trust me that what I read was totally enough, and that person would need to have used AI. It's another fact of, like, when you use AI, just shit happens and you can't undo it. You know what I mean? But what I will do is I will talk about how Birdie and Taylor had some conversations. So right here, she goes, when you eventually edit my book, can you help me with a trope list? Because everything except that and the actual subgenre of the romance fantasy is easy for me to do. And she goes, of course, that's part of my proofreading content pull package. The proofread is technically a copy edit, but But I know people will get weird about saying that you're an editor if you don't have an education. And then the content poll includes marketable quotes, descriptions of people, places, and things. If requested, a playlist and or a trope list. If I'm reading your manuscript, I'm getting all the stuff. Okay, so, and then there's right here, I'll give you this as a free gift because you're literally carrying a baby. And she goes, girl, I would feel bad. You deserve to get paid for your time. But if you really want to, I won't stop you. Thank you. And it would just be helping you to get everything set up and formatted. No artwork or anything cool like that. But you'll be in the trenches with a newborn baby and I'm thousands of miles away. So what can I do to help? I wanted to leave that out there that I'm going to try not to show anybody's names or anything. So there is also another weird thing. Damn. So there's this person. So I'm going to leave them blank and we are going to call them Sandra for now. Okay. And they've been dealing with some issues with this person in the past and they really don't want their name out there. So I am not going, they've already deleted their responses. So we're not going to be seeing it, but I did want to kind of go over it a little bit too. So Sandra says, I've seen your post sent from a friend about these people. I've also had many issues with them. One regarding domain squatting over a website they attempted to make as a promotion. I didn't end up going ahead with the site because it was poorly made. And after I found out about the hijacking, I advised a report. I'd report them if they didn't transfer it into my name so that I could eventually get my own site made. And and Taylor goes, I cannot believe how many people DM'd me. And Sandra goes, it's disgusting. I feel awful having ever been associated with their name. They only latched onto me because of my follower count and just pray I didn't help lure any poor people into their grasp. Awful people. There's so many hardworking artists out there and they're undercutting everyone. It's not okay. And then when it comes to the character art, so I got them to put a non-AI clause in our contract because I wasn't accepting we don't use AI on their profile as sufficient evidence. After seeing your post, I'm taking my post down and I'm going to PayPal to attempt to get my money back since their pages have now disappeared. Not happy at all, and I'm sorry this happened to you. I've commented on your Instagram page too, as this is my private account. And they said, I hope you have, Taylor said, I hope you can get it sorted out. And she goes, I just found that they've used my name and my image on their website as giving them 5-star reviews on multiple occasions, obviously without my permission and without knowing. What is wrong with these people? Shouldn't they check? You should check to make sure they haven't done the same thing with you. And Taylor says, I'll keep out. I'll keep a watch. So Sandra says they took it down and I have no idea of how long it was up there. But I pray that it didn't help lure any poor people their way. I'm waiting for a PayPal refund. Not sure how successful I'll be, but I'll try. How many others have been scammed? And that says, I've seen a few of my friends. So that's more. He asked to talk to me today, but after everything I've been through with them both already and done, I don't even think they are who they say they are either. I know Birdie has at least 3 different names and Mark by one other he claimed wasn't him, but then tried to cover up and followed with don't tell Birdie. He also apparently doesn't know her real name. Weird for a business partner or partner, depending on who you're speaking to. So this is going to be my last little thing here before I head out. But Birdie is also like one of Aaliyah Sunshine's marketing street teams. So she's like doing too many hats, and like Aaliyah doesn't. That person is kind of a crazy person. And if you remember, it's this person who had 157 followers has a team trying to put out her books. That's crazy. That's crazy. And Birdie is one of them. Birdie is one of the people helping her out. That's just insanity to me. That's just insane to me that she's connected to the same person. I mean, the thing is like, this is what I feel. This is what I feel. All these people using all this AI stuff, there's people out there that don't know how to use AI, you guys. Like, there's people who have no idea that, like, AI can do this or that, right? There's so many people that they just want the artist pay without fully being an artist. You know what I mean? They want the same pay as a fully fledged artist. And I think that is the big problem. Like, they want, like, this person is willing to proofread / get polls, social media, whatever, for a book. You know what I mean? They're willing to do the work of like a social media marketing team using AI. They have to be using AI. They have to be. There's so many tutorials on how to get exactly like, and I'm not saying that I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible of the things that you can do with it. Like, you can go and get everything that you need with AI. You don't need to pay somebody to do it. And that person claiming that they can edit your fucking book for $50, that's ridiculous. Do not pay. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. It probably is. Like, I know that for example, I know that when people see my prices, they get a little bit weird, but one, I don't really have a lot of time to draw. And two, when the way that I take commissions is like someone actually wants my art. And until I can fill up commissions someday, I'm probably just going to keep them cheap to almost free, just in case somebody, wants some art and, whatever. It's not a big deal for me. Like, if I got to 100,000 followers or whatever, and like people were just commissioning me like crazy and it was pissing me off, yeah, that probably would raise my prices. Just so I'm getting more money for all the heckling and all the work that I have to do. I just think that this idea to do these things, like Birdie being literally fucking 4 or 5 people with too many hats on is crazy. I hope that in this world, I hope that I never have to encounter this person. And I just wanted to say that, like, everything that I say here is alleged, and there's not really a lot of proof. There's no hard proof, because you don't really need hard proof anymore to call out someone for AI. And people are going to probably be like, but Nimbus. No, you don't. There's other evidences. There's patterns of behavior. There's statements. There's their own statements. There's their account history. There's so many other things that you can use to call someone out for using AI. And what was it? Somebody, I thought it would be hilarious if somebody accused me of using AI. Somebody accused me of using AI in one of my artworks before. But then, when I showed the time lapse of me creating the background, and then obviously the main time lapse where it took me, I did actually 2 fucking drawings because my first one sucked. And you guys here watch my art, and you guys know that it takes me fucking forever to finish anything. So if people watch enough of my fucking videos, they get to see maybe something get finished. Maybe. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you on the flip side. Bye.